Hi everyone, welcome to a 10-minute energy boosting yoga class. So we're going to get started straight away. We only have a short amount of time, but we're going to come into our child's pose and just take a few rounds of breath here to get nice and settled. So just come into a position that allows the body to relax. So either knees together or knees wide apart, doesn't really matter, but just make sure that you can really sink back towards the heels so that you're lengthening the spine. And then just walk the fingertips forward, starting to bring your attention to your breath. And just seeing if you can start to find a nice steady pace. So inhale, same length as exhales. If you can, breathing in and out through the nose, otherwise softly through the mouth. And just spending one more round of breath here, maybe setting the intention here to keep that awareness on your breath as we move through this quick practice. So on your next inhale, keeping the chest nice and low, we're going to start to look up towards the hands. We want to keep the forearms down towards the floor, and we're just going to slide forward, keeping the chest low. When the shoulders start to come over the wrist, push into the hands to round through the back of the body, dropping the belly down. As you exhale, round through the spine, sink back towards your child's pose. So we're going to keep that going. So inhale, slide forward, push into the palms, open through the chest, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, round through the spine, sink back towards the heels. Inhale to slide forward, pushing up into the palms. See if you can draw the chest through the upper arms. Exhale to round back and sink back towards the heels. Last one of these. Inhale, rolling forward, lifting up. Exhale, round through the spine, this time sinking all the way back to the heels, coming into your child's pose. And we'll just stretch out through the sides of the body, so bending the elbows, bringing the hands behind the back of the neck, and then sinking back to the heels as much as you can whilst the elbows are still forward. Keep that nice steady rhythm of breath. Take one last breath here. And then inhale to reach the arms forward. Slowly make your way up through all fours. And whenever you're ready, send the hips up and back, coming into our first downward facing dog. So when you arrive, just take a little pedal through the feet, bend through the knees, take a sway of the hips from side to side. And just make sure that the shoulders are rolling back away from the ears so you're not starting to hunch around the top of the body. From here, we'll inhale the right leg up high, coming into our three-legged dog. Just make sure the hips are square so you're not lifting that right hip any higher than the left. Flex the toes down to the floor. And then as you inhale, looking up towards the top of your mat, we're going to step the right foot all the way forward, up between the hands. So right foot coming down, left knee drops down, and then pull the shoulders back so you can open through the chest. And then inhale to raise the arms up as you come into your low lunge. As you exhale, see if you can sink into that front knee a little bit more. Just be mindful that it doesn't come in front of the ankle, so above or slightly behind. Maybe take the gaze up if you feel steady. And then exhale, hands come down. Left hand stays down on the inside of that right foot. Right hand reaches up as you come into your twist towards the right side. So again, just be mindful of that front knee. So keep it hugging in towards the center line of the body. And then exhale, right hand comes down. So both hands either side of the front foot. As you inhale, pull the right hip back to straighten through the front leg as much as you can. Exhale, bend into the front knee, pull the shoulders back. Inhale, pull the hip back, straighten the leg, try to keep the sole of the foot on the floor. Exhale, bending into that front knee. Last one, inhale, straightening the leg. Exhale, coming forward. This time, left hand stays down, right hand reaches up, and then you're going to curl the back toes under and lift the back knee. So same twist with a little bit more intensity in the leg. So keep the inner thighs squeezing together. Back of the neck stays nice and long as you reach through that top arm. From here, we're going to come onto the outer edge of our left foot and stack the right foot all the way up on top of the left. So really push down through that left hand. Try and stack the hips, so keeping the hips and shoulders in one line. Take the gaze up to the top palm if you feel steady. Take one more breath here, so really draw the belly in, engage the core, and then exhale, right hand comes down and we're coming to our regular plank position. So find that nice straight line with the body, either staying holding here or we'll take little rocks forwards and backwards just on the feet. So the hips aren't moving, we're keeping that nice straight line, but we're coming forwards and backwards with the heels. Keep the gaze slightly ahead of the top of the mat, so back of the neck stays nice and long. Keep drawing the belly in, and then exhale, send the hips up and back to your downward facing dog once again. And then just taking a few rounds of breath here, ready to take it over to the other side. So on your next inhale, we're going to sweep the left leg up high this time again. Just watch the hips, make sure that they stay in a nice straight line. So the hips and the shoulders don't move. We keep them nice and central. Keep flexing the toes down towards the floor. Really pull the shoulders back so you're strengthening all the way up through the arms. And then as you inhale, take the gaze towards the top of the mat. Sweep that left leg all the way forward in between the hands and drop the right knee down to the floor. So again, pull the shoulders back, come light on the fingertips, and then inhale, raise the arms up. As you exhale, see if you can find space to sink into this side a little bit more. Maybe taking the gaze up if you feel steady, relaxing the shoulders down. Again, just watch that front knee so it's in line with the first toe of the foot. Don't allow it to drift out to the side. Keep focusing on your breath. Inhale, same length as exhales. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down. Right hand stays down onto the floor. Left hand reaches up this time. The left knee is still hugging in through center. So you're finding that twist in the top of the body, but the legs stay exactly where they are. So hips facing forward. Take one more breath. And then exhale to bring the left hand down. As you inhale, pull the left hip back. Keep the sole of the foot on the floor and pull the shoulders back. Exhale, bend into the knee. Keep the chest nice and open. Inhale, straightening that leg as much as you can. Exhale, bend into the knee, pull the shoulders back, lunge forward. Exhale, pull the hip back. And inhale, lunge forward. Take one last one of these. So exhale, straightening the leg as much as you can. Inhale, come forward, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, right hand stays down, left hand reaches up as you come back into that twist, again keeping that left knee hugging in through center. Try to keep the back of the neck nice and long as well, so don't just drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Take one more breath here, really reach through the top fingertips, and then coming onto the outer edge of your right foot this time, we're going to sweep the left leg all the way back, ideally to stack on top of the right, otherwise bring the left foot just in front of the right foot on the floor for a little bit more support. Lift the hips up high, draw the belly in, keep that nice steady rhythm of breath. And then as you exhale, left hand comes down to the floor, coming back to your plank position. So again, take a moment to find that nice straight line with the body. Really push the floor away. And then from here, we're going to inhale, raise the right foot just to hover above the mat. So keep that nice straight line with the body. Don't allow the hips to twist. Exhale, drop the right foot down, lift the left foot up. Keep the gaze slightly ahead. Back of the neck is still nice and long. One more breath. And then drop the left foot down to the floor, send the hips up and back into your downward facing dog once again. Take a few moments just to settle here, so making small movements into the body. And then from here, we're going to sweep the right leg up high into our downward facing dog. And we're going to take this into a little bit of a balance. So really root down through your right hand and see if you can reach your left hand towards the back of the room. So keeping really strong through that right shoulder, really plug in through the right hand. Keep the leg lifted and then drop the hand, drop the leg back down. I'm going to take it straight to the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. This time seeing if you can reach the right arm back. If you wobble, that's okay. Just give it your best shot. This always takes me quite a long time to find my balance, so really root the left hand down. Try to use the whole palm of the hand, so all four corners pressing down onto the floor. One more breath. And then exhale, release the right hand, release the left foot, come back to your downward facing dog. As you inhale, we're going to look up to the hands, drop the forearms down to the floor, and then from here we're going to shift the weight forward so the shoulders come just above the wrists, and then exhale, push the hips up and back. So just keeping this going. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, send the hips up and back. Don't allow the shoulders to collapse. Inhale, come forward, really push into the forearms. Exhale, lift. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lift up and back. Last one of these. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lift up and back. From here, either one at a time or both at the same time, straighten the arms. Exhale, drop the forearms back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forearms back down. Keep this going. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower the arms. I'm lying. Inhale, come up one last time. And then walk the hands all the way back to the feet. So you're coming back to a forward fold at the back of your mat. Either bring the hands down to the floor, on the leg somewhere, or clasp by the elbow. Take a little rock from side to side. Allow the head to just hang and be heavy. Release any tension in the back of the neck, in the back of the body. Maybe give the head a shake, yes or no. And just bringing your attention back to your breath. Your next inhale, slowly bring the fingertips back to the floor. Walk all the way forward into your plank position. Once again, find that nice straight line with the body. And then from here, we're going to come into knee taps. So right knee taps towards the right elbow, left knee towards the left elbow, and just keep this going with the breath. So you're squeezing the knee to the elbow, keep that nice straight line with the body, try to keep the back of the neck nice and long. Really pull the shoulder blades apart as you push into the floor. Keep this going, your breath is nice and steady. Just taking a few more here. And then exhale, drop the knees down to the floor, sink back to the heels. Hallelujah, we are done. Come into your child's pose and take a few moments of rest. So take any child's pose variation that you would like to. So arms can be reaching forward or arms alongside the body, backs of the hands on the floor. But again, just make sure that the hips can sink back to the heels so you're finding that nice straight line with the spine, and allow the body to completely relax. Just take a few moments here to rest. And that's it, guys. We are done. Thank you so much for joining me for practice today. So if you aren't already, then do make sure that you are following me on my Instagram, which is @yogajess_. I sometimes post stories about what video you would like to see next, or if you have any requests, best thing to message me on there. So thank you once again for joining me, and I will see you next time.